Around 5 or 6 years ago, we had a congregational survey, similar but different to the one we just had. This one used the URJ, the Union for Reform Judaism, and all of their tools, and we had a huge response rate, trying to help us look at what kind of focus we needed for the community moving forward. And there were some very helpful things that came from it, which ended up helping us form the strategic plan. And that strategic plan took a bit of a ding as we then moved into COVID and had to adapt and change our plans. But it was very helpful getting all that congregational feedback. While we did it, the URJ provided us with some helpful information, comparing us to other communities. And there was one thing that I saw in comparison with other communities that was really interesting. And it was quite simply that, on average, Reformed communities in the URJ lose about 2% of their members every year, whereas we were gaining about 2% of our members every year. And that's a really profound difference. We haven't kept that 2% growth every year since COVID was a bit brutal, but we are seeing many, many more members to our community. I would think we have more new members this year than we've had at least in the last 4 or 5 years. And I think there are many reasons for that. Temple Beth Shalom is an extraordinary community. It really is. I've been here for 10 years and I traveled a long way to be here. It's a welcoming, inclusive, loving, friendly community. And it's a community where if we disagree, we learn how to do it together. So we create, for example, the Israel-Palestine dialogues as a safe space for people to come together to talk about Israel, Palestine, and their challenges in differing views. We have educational offerings, we have spiritual services, and we're starting to see more and more people in services as well. It's actually a very exciting time to be a member of Temple Beth Shalom, and I think people are starting to see as the energy really picks up now as we move, really shake off the fetters of COVID and start creating more and more groups, more and more events. We're really seeing an energy, I think, that we haven't seen in our community for quite a long time. And so we have more and more new members joining. And tonight we have our new member dinner and new member Shabbat, and it's also a welcoming board Shabbat. What we do is we have a special ritual where we give thanks to the board members who are stepping off the board, and we give praise and thanks to those who are remaining on the board or who are coming into the board. And so this is a really exciting opportunity to come and meet new members this evening, and an opportunity to come and meet the board members and see the people who are representing everyone in the community. And tomorrow we also have our first community check-in. And the idea of the community check-in is once a quarter, so once every 3 months, we're going to just spend an hour on a Shabbat afternoon just after the service and just check in on how's everyone doing with the state of the world today. It's not a place where we get together and debate or anything like that. It's a place where people can come together and say, here's what I'm struggling with. Or I'm actually enjoying this and I'm actually having a good time. It's a chance for us to share good news. It's not just that we get together and moan and kvetch and so on. But a community check-in should also be a place of joy, a place of thanks, a place of being able to say, even though this might be challenging, I'm at least grateful for this. And so tomorrow is our first community check-in, and I do hope that you'll be able to join us. It'll only be an hour, and it's an opportunity for members to come and share and just be together. And we had our first board meeting of the year. I'm not a member of the board, but I sit in and I watch, and the board is coming up with some really exciting things for 2025. And so I really hope you'll be able to come and join us this evening for the new members celebration and for the celebration of the board, so you can get to talk to board members and find out what it is that they're thinking based on all the feedback that members gave in the most recent survey. And you'll be able to celebrate our community continuing to grow as it is, which is so exciting and really just shows the importance and the value of Temple Beth Shalom. And of course, we also have Torah study tomorrow morning, our Shabbat Shacharit service as well, and then the community check-in. I hope you'll be able to join us for all of them. I hope to see you soon and wish you Shabbat Shalom.